on our YouTube. So thank you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, by the way, if you want me to be the co-host, then while you're talking, then I can let the students in. If yeah,
Oh,
if
sure. Let's
yeah.
see. Sometimes they don't give me, unfortunately, I only have either make host. I don't have co-host. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, please
yeah,
go ahead.
cool. But it seems that like I don't need to let people in. I think everyone can get in. Whoever has the link maybe can get in. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and start. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Loutfi. I oversee international admission at DePauw University. It's a pleasure to talk to all of you and introduce my university. So the first thing I wanted to share is that I came to DePauw in 2008, so 15 years ago. And really the first thing that stood out to me when I came to DePauw is how beautiful the campus is. We have amazing facilities at DePauw. The second thing is the faculty. So our professors are super helpful, very, very knowledgeable. They do amazing research and they care very much for their students. And the last thing is how our students are so involved, so ambitious, and they work very, very hard when they come to DePauw University. Um, so with that, the next thing I want to share with you is our location. So you can see the map of the United States. So we are in the Midwest. DePauw is in the state of Indiana. The capital is Indianapolis, and we are about 45 minutes away from Indianapolis. We say that we are in the middle of everywhere. That is because we are close to Chicago, we're close to St. Louis, we're close to Cincinnati, we're close to many of the big cities in the Midwest. So the location is really, really nice. And the international airport is about 35 minutes away from our campus. So again, very easy for our students if they need to travel, and very easy for us to go pick up our students. So a little bit about who we are. You guys, I'm sure know that we are a liberal arts and science university. So we focus on undergrad education. And with that, we have 1,800 students. Currently, we have 23% of our students international. So we're very, very proud of that. And as you do your research and you look at other liberal arts university, you're going to see that DePauw definitely has one of the highest percentage of international students. So that's something that we are very, very proud of. Um, the the other different thing from the slide, so the slide lists 35 countries. Currently, we have 50 countries represented, and we're keeping a student to faculty ratio of 9:1. So classes are very, very small. On average, there'll be about 17 students per class. And we are a residential campus. That means that everyone lives at the university. We care very much about building a strong community among our students. So during your first year, you live in one of the residence halls. And then as you move to second, third, and fourth year, you have options to live in a house or an apartment. So we are a university with 3 colleges. The main college is the College of Liberal Arts and Science with 60 plus majors. I will say that the STEM field are very, very, very strong at DePauw University. So biochem, biology, computer science, economics is a STEM field at DePauw, kinesiology, psychology, global health. So many programs that are very, very strong at DePauw. We also offer some pathways. So if students are interested in law, journalism, graphic design, international affairs, we offer programs in those particular careers. The second school is the Business and Leadership School. It was launched this past fall. It's considered one of the top 4 schools in the US that combines business and leadership. And the areas of studies that are offered, as you can see, business administration, of course, finance, business analytics, accounting, entrepreneurship. So it's a school with a full, program offering in business and entrepreneurship. Lastly, we have a School of Creative Arts. It's a school that also is very, very new, and the focus will be on art, music, film, and then also graphic design. So those are the 3 big themes, and with that, there are many, many majors, as you can see. In addition to our academic programs, we also offer honors and fellows program. So those additional programs that you can opt to join. And the benefit is that this program offers you internships, paid internships, and then also opportunities to do research. So students who are interested in not only pursuing a bachelor's degree, but also pursuing a PhD program, Honor Scholars would be a perfect program for you because you will learn how to do a thesis, which you will need for your PhD program. And along with that, you will be doing research. Students who are interested in business, they will opt for Management Fellows. That program has specific courses in business and management and economics, but also provides paid internships and opportunities to connect with business executives all over the United States. And then students who are interested in pure science, whether it's engineering, computer science, the Science Research Fellow is a perfect program because it offers you many opportunities to do research. So at DePauw, we care very much about students studying in class, learning all what they need to learn with their professors. But for us, hands-on is very, very important. So I mentioned the Honors and Fellow program. This is this program that you can see in the slide called the Information Technology Program. It's a program that teaches you technology. And so you're getting paid as you're learning, the skills, the technology skills. DePauw is known for study abroad. We are currently ranked number 3 in the United States for undergrad programs, for the level of programs that we offer, and then the level of student engagement that we have. So over 90% of our students would pursue study abroad programs. Some of the popular programs would be Oxford. We send students, to Sorbonne in France, best programs really all over the US. And as you can see, we have 160 programs. At DePauw, we have 3 libraries. The main library is Royal West Library. It was recently remodeled, and our libraries have everything that you need to study, to learn, to do your research, to work on group projects. You have everything you need to be successful academically. So I mentioned that we have over 23% of our students international. So we have an office with dedicated staff that work with our students, with our international students, with everything that they need, from immigration, work authorization on campus and off campus, but also making sure that they have access to an orientation to learn about the university. And then we have a host family program that is very, very popular. So students always ask me about the outcomes, so when they finish their education at DePauw, what's next? And I'm happy to share that, for the past 15 years that I've been at DePauw, I've been tracking what students do. And so 2/3 of our students remain in the United States. They either pursue a graduate program or they have a job that they pursue here in the United States. And also, I'm proud to share that, over 97% of our students, they're able to find jobs within 6 months. So that says a lot about DePauw. That says a lot about the connections that we have with different companies, but also says a lot about our students, their level of hard work, engagement, and networking. So we have a few different deadlines. As you can see, we have early decision 1, early action 1, early decision 2, early action 2, and a regular decision. DePauw is holistic. You can apply to DePauw either using our own application, the common application, or coalition. And we really make sure that we review everything that students send us, not only academically, but also all their other involvements, all their other activities. Recommendation letters are very, very important to us. We want to know what your teachers think of you, what your mentors think of you. That's very, very important for us. We offer many scholarships and financial aid opportunities at DePauw, and you can see that by visiting our website. I'm providing you with a few scholarships, but really DePauw is very generous. If you are a hardworking student, if you've done well in your high school, you will potentially receive a very, very strong package from DePauw University. And you guys are welcome to scan the QR code if you want to schedule appointments with me or my colleagues in admission. And also you can follow us on different social media platforms. And that's the end of my presentation. If you guys have questions, you can either unmute yourself or you can drop the question in the chat and I'll be happy to answer it.
So when you, I'm just gonna, if I can, Lucy, I just want to ask, like, so what kind of companies? I mean, a lot of parents care about, okay, companies when they graduate, working and things like that. So can you talk more about the opportunity
Of
to
course.
jobs and things like that?
Yeah. So many of our Vietnamese students are working with Google, they're working with Apple. Many students are working with Amazon, Eli Lilly, which is one of the big pharmaceutical companies. So the opportunities are really endless. And as students, start studying at DePauw and also start doing research and internships. Internship is key. So companies are looking for students who have some kind of experience. And so students are able to build that experience by joining the internship programs that we provide. So that would be the first thing that I would tell students. If you want to be successful in the US, if you want to, um, work with a US company or an international company, make sure that you do internships. Students should at least do 2 internships while they're studying in their undergraduate program. At DePauw, we provide stipends for students. So if a student has an internship that is a non-paid internship, we're able to provide some funding to assist students with rent, with paying for some of their food, some of their transportation. And for me, that's so important. That tells me that the university really is pushing students to have that experience, to make sure that they're ready once they graduate, to find their jobs and to find their dream jobs. Students, don't be shy. You can ask questions about DePauw, about, you know, anything that deals with applications, college in general. This is your chance.
Well, let me support them while they're thinking of their questions. Luffy, in terms of, I mean, job is one thing. I mean, in terms of research, when you talk about that already, but I think most of the students in Vietnam, we it's kind of difficult for us to imagine, like basically the research facility and the kind of research the students are doing at DePauw. And so if you can provide more detail, a little bit, just some example of what they are doing and what kind of research students are doing, and then hopefully it can help them to have better pictures and imagination about DePauw.
Yeah, very, very good question. Thank you, Nam. So I mentioned one of the programs is called the Science Research Fellow. So it's a program open to all the students. Any students who want to do research is able to join that program and do research. So students can join different labs, different projects that are already ongoing with the faculty and assist with that particular project. They also, if they have an idea, they will find support. They will find, faculty members who are willing to support them with their idea and then work on the project. And to give you like some concrete examples, so I'm sure you know that our computer science program is top notch. It's very, very strong. So some of my students are working with a professor on finding vulnerabilities in different company websites in their different systems. And so they try to act like if they are, so there is white hat and black hat. Black hat are people who are trying to, steal information, steal data. So, they're working with their professors to find those vulnerabilities and then try to exploit them. And then to show the company, okay, these are the bugs that we found, and this is the way how we can fix this problem. So that's one example. But students are also able to work with like national project. So there is a national laboratory in Tennessee in Oak Ridge, and some of our students, even though they're undergrad, they are able to go to that program and work with professors. And most of the students who go to that lab are PhD students. So that tells a lot how this national lab is accepting undergrad students from DePauw, while they usually only accept graduate students from other universities. So research is really embedded, and any students who wants to do research, they will definitely find the opportunity to pursue, their passion for research. I think there's some questions in chat. Hold on. That DePauw, you consider letters of recommendation to be very important. Can I ask about class pictures? Is great. Great. Okay. So the question is, the student is asking me, I mentioned that recommendation letters are important, but they're also asking me about what other aspects are important. And definitely, of course, grades are important. SAT score is important. Co-curricular activities are also very, very much important. And I want to tell students what matters is not how many activities that you do, but it's, showing that you truly care about the activities that you do. So you could do 3 activities, but you're spending considerable amount of time doing those activities. That shows me consistency. That shows me that you truly and genuinely care about the particular project instead of just listing 20 or 30 activities and you're only spending 1 hour. So what matters is to really show us this is what we're passionate about. We're passionate about community service. And look, I usually spend 10 hours a week doing community service. Or I tutor young children, and these are the amount of hours that I've put in, every week. So that really matters. So there is no particular activity that we value more than other activities, but it's just what you care about, and showing us consistency and showing us that you are dedicated to what you said you're doing. There's another question about the campus. So I mentioned DePauw is a beautiful campus. We are top 50 most beautiful campus in the US. As you guys know, there are over 4,000 universities in the United States. Yeah, beautiful classrooms. We're using technology. We're very, very good at using technology. And the facilities are really good. The professors are very, very nice and supportive. And the environment is a friendly environment. DePauw is a university that has hosted international students since 1877. So we have a long tradition of being an international and global university. Athletics are important for us. So there's so many, amazing athletic facilities. We have so many students organizations, over 120. And if there is an organization that you care about and it's not available at DePauw, you will receive funding to start your own organization. We also, it's a vibrant campus. We have artists that come, to DePauw and perform, poets, people who are, like Nobel Prize winners, former presidents. Music is important at DePauw. So, like I mentioned, we might have bands. So there is so much going on. And like I mentioned, everyone lives at the university. So everything that we do is to make sure that students have a good experience, while they are at the university. Okay, somebody raised their hand. Please go ahead.
So I would like to answer you. This question is my case because going to study grade 12 in Maine state. That's different from your university state. But when attending the university, I would like to transform into your state. And do your school have any of the recommendation letter or insurance that make my visa longer, invite me from the other state from your to your university.
Okay, so I just want to understand clearly. Did you say that you want to first attend the university in Vietnam, then transfer to DePauw, or what?
No, I'm going to state that different from your university state. So I want to attend university in attending university, but I'm staying in a different state. So I would like to transfer into your state. That is difficult or easy?
I think, let me just rephrase. So basically, I think DePauw is studying 12th grade. He's studying 12th grade in Maine, and he wants to apply to DePauw, and so basically he asking the transitional period when he graduate from high school, and then he has this F1 visa, and then transferring to the new the new I-20. Right now, he's a 12th grade going. He's not a transfer student. I mean, he used the word transfer, but I don't think that's what he meant as a transfer student. So he want to make sure, like, if he stay in the US during the entire that transitional period, is that okay? And I think that's just what he was asking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Nan.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, students, when they finish their high school, if they're studying in the United States, that really the process to get your I-20 from DePauw is really, really easy, because we just communicate with your high school and we receive your CVIS record, and that's how we're able to issue an I-20. And, if your visa is still valid, then you can still use the same visa that you've had for your high school. Or if the visa is about to expire, some students, select to go back home and reapply for the visa. But in the United States, the visa is not as important. The visa is only to re-enter the United States. To stay in good status, you need a valid I-20. So it would be up to you to, make the decision whether you want to finish your high school and go back home and reapply for the visa, or, stay in the summer in the United States and then matriculate to DePauw in August. But then knowing that you will have to go, during your studies at DePauw, go back home to reapply for the visa, especially if you are, trying to do study abroad or any of our programs that involve leaving the United States. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. If not, ask me again. Ask me a question.
Oh, yes, that makes sense, because I want to make sure that I have uh, kind of invitation letter from your university or something like that, that makes sure um, I can get the visa to go into United States later. I mean that.
Perfect. So there are two questions that are very, very important. Somebody's asking me about the requirements for international student to apply to DePauw. So the requirements would be, your academic record. I mentioned the recommendation letters. We need English proficiency, so either taking the TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo. On average, students who submit the TOEFL, they have about 90 in their TOEFL. Students who submit the IELTS on average have about 7 on their IELTS. Duolingo, they have about 120 on the Duolingo. SAT, where that's optional, but if you care about finances and you want to maximize your scholarship, having a score above 1360 will be a decent score, and anything 1360 plus, you will receive a decent scholarship from DePauw. Students with 1460 or 1500, they will receive the most scholarship, of course. The second question is about engineering program. So we have a 3+2 engineering program. Students study 3 years at DePauw. They study general engineering, and then they can transfer either to Columbia University, Washington University in St. Louis, or Case Western University. And when they transfer to the engineering school, that's where they can specialize and pursue electrical engineering, mechanical, civil engineering, or any of the other fields in engineering. You guys have other questions? Well, thank you guys so much for attending this session. And, you can see in the slide, I'm providing our email address. And before that, I think I shared the QR code. I'm going to share it again. If you want to schedule a one-on-one appointment, if you want to look at our campus, we have a virtual campus tour. We are on social media, so please feel free to contact us, and we'll be very, very happy to help you. But yeah, thank you again. All the best. Have a great summer. And students who are going to their senior year next year, I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, take care. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nam.